All right, let's keep this session very chill because I feel that this topic needs more feelings on it. You know, feelings wrapped in this topic. So. Yeah, welcome to Capital Suite 13. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nats. I'm the Creator Partnerships Manager here at NAS Academy. We are an edtech platform wherein we help content creators to productize their knowledge and they can teach to their community what they're good at. So we've worked with the biggest creators out there. We are founded by Nathalian, the person behind NAS Daily. We also work with Jordan Matter and Dan Bays. We got Aline and also Ritesh. He's the CEO of Oyo. It's a unicorn company. So we work with a lot of creators. And yeah, so before coming into NAS Academy, my background is really in media. So I'm a radio and TV presenter for 14 freaking years.
Whoa!
Matt, don't ask me, how old is she? 14 freaking years? Well, I started really young. I was 17 or 18 when I started on radio. So for me, it's like, you know, I want to do something, you know, I want to be famous. Let's go radio. Let's go and audition. And then luckily I got a job. And it started there. And then now, like, companies scouted me. And then I came to UAE 8 years or 9 years ago, wherein the government realized, okay, let's do localized radio stations, different languages. They have a Chinese radio station, a Filipino radio station. So they went to Philippines, find those presenters. So I'm one of the launchers. So I'm one of the first lineup of Filipino radio presenters here in the UAE. So, but that is not a story I'm all about, okay? So 14 years being on radio, I just realized that I've done so much, but I know there's something in me that, you know, I want to grow. And I know that digital is the next thing. And good thing when Nasar announced that, hey, I'm looking for people to be part of my company, I applied and I'm one of the 43K list who made it. And now I work as a Creator Partnerships Manager. So today, we are going to talk about how to work with creators. So when you say creator managers, people will think, there are some glorified secretaries. There are the one who write, like, be on their laptops, writing all the minutes, chasing the creators. We were bridges, we are the messengers. So everyone has different definition of being a creator account manager. But for us, like, we are just the hands and feet of the creators. We make things happen. People say that, oh, it's so easy to manage creators, it's so easy to manage projects. Well, in reality, it is not. You know, it is not. So today we're going to talk about that. So I don't know who's your inspiration in doing content or like being your job, but I remember one of my mentors told me that for you to be good in what you do, you should have a mentor. You should be doing what you love, and you be a mentor to someone else. So for me, I have an inspiration. Every time that I come in to pitch and talk to creators, I want to channel my inner plan. So my inspiration of becoming a content creator is, or creator manager is this guy.
Whoa.
Do you know him? Do you know him?
Yes. Harry Potter. Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts, correct.
Yes.
So this is Newt's commander.
Yes.
He's a fictional character in one of the Harry Potter books. So he's the main guy, the protagonist for Fantastic Beasts. His personality is so timid, so shy. But there's one thing about him that is so unique, is that he can tame any beast out there. So every time that I come in, meet creators, even how big they are, like 20 million following, 10 million following, or 1 million following, every time that I meet them, I tell to myself, like, Nats, channel your inner Newt's commander.
Yeah.
So today, let's talk about the 5 things I've learned while working with creators. My life in NAS Academy in the past 7 months is crazy. Crazy and fun. So the first thing that I learned that every creator is a fantastic beast. You know, know their skill set, their strengths, their weaknesses. I treat the creators like Pokemon cards. They're different. And that's why it is very important that as a creator manager, you should tailor your approach to our creator's personality. So, something I realized as a creator account manager is that there are creators that are so hard to deal with, so hard to chase. So one creator in the Philippines that I've worked for quite some months right now, I keep on chasing him on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Viber, on WhatsApp, and he never replied to me. But I need something from him. He already signed, right? So what I did, I went in one channel that no one is communicating with him. I went the traditional way, I text him, like SMS. Imagine my bill. And there's also a creator in US that he's not active on Instagram, he's not active on YouTube. Like he's a Marvel guy, like he's doing busy drawing. What I do, I call him and listen to his 40-minute talk about the sky, about how he imagined his next creature, and then after that 40-minute talk, that's the time I'm going to talk and ask him the things that I need from him. So I tailor fit on how I deal with them. So it is very important that when you come in, even if it's your first time to meet a creator, you know their background, you know what they're passionate about. Because it doesn't make sense like, hi, how are you doing? Okay. Oh, so what do you do? You know, it's crazy. Creators love to talk to people who they know that knows them, right? Next, I've learned that creators can be dynamic. They keep on changing their minds, to be honest. There's a creator, we show this course, oh, this looks fancy, I love it, approve. And now that we're ready to launch his course, oh my God, I hate my picture. I look ugly, right? Like last minute, okay, let's change the picture then. So here I am, coming to the project managers, to the tech people, like, can we change the picture? Because the creator doesn't like the picture. So you have to be dynamic. You have to learn to adapt to changes. Another story is that, so before 9 months ago, there's no title of a creator partnership manager at NAS Academy. So technically I'm the first one to be doing acquisition for creators. So our team grew and grew. And we were acquiring creators here and there. Roughly, let's say around almost 10 creators a week, not a week, but a month for us. And one day, a new teammate came into the picture, and then, you know, I was onboarding him, but oh, this is what we do, this is what we say. And then the next week, he is signing a creator every day. And he told me, what? What is he doing? Why is he so fast in signing creators? So when I talked to him, hey, what's with you that it's so easy for you to convince creators? I know, like in my place, it's not easy to convince them because they have so many people, you know, deciding for their lives. But with you, like, how come it's so easy? He said, I'm not using pitch decks. I just talk to them. So interesting. It is so interesting. And then I realized during our talk that he talked to a lot of travel creators. So most of them are on their mobile listening to us. So it doesn't make sense to show them like a 16 slide show. So for him, like, he went straight to the point and tell what we do, who we are, and how we can help you productize that knowledge. And though there are creators that still wants the traditional way of you presenting them a pitch deck, like it will come in handy, but we learn to adapt to who we are talking to or to the changes. The next one I've learned is not always maybe it's them. Huh? I did my job. I gave everything to them. Contract. Okay, change the picture, okay. Change the title, okay, if the sir approves, but okay, let's change. I gave everything. They were so responsive. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh, can we change this? Can we change that? The next day, they ghosted me. It's just like being in a relationship, working with creators, like being in a relationship. They ghosted me. So, then, okay, Nats, maybe you're overthinking. Breathe first. Think. Who is this creator I'm working with again? How many businesses is he handling? Like, there are people that handle 2 businesses, 3 businesses. But this creator that I'm talking about, which is like, he loves ghosting me, he has like 7 businesses to run. So this guy is freaking busy. So I need to think of ways on how to get hold of him. And if I do, I bombard him with messages. I remember, because I need something from him because he is launching very, very soon, I called him on his birthday. And I said, hey, happy birthday! Oh, we are so happy to be working with you. Have you checked your course page, by the way? And then he said, I'm on a massager now. But I will. But then he did. So sometimes like this, we have so many funny stories, and instead of crying and like trying to figure out like what have you done wrong, maybe they're experiencing some issues, right? That you just have to deal with it. So I stopped overthinking. I've learned that managing expectation is important. As a creator account manager, I mentioned earlier, you have to be the hands and feet. We make things happen. Wow. But in reality, we are the front line in both camps. We are the soldiers representing the company and representing the creator. And it's tough. It is very tough. So we learn how to manage their expectations. Like, okay, if a creator becomes so demanding, and our tech has been doing a lot of things already, and they can't accommodate these changes right away. You as a creator account manager, you should learn how to communicate it properly to the creator so that they won't feel bad, right? So, I have a template, by the way, of like different sentences on like what if this happened. This is what I'm going to say starting off. So, I managed to do that over time so that I'd be able to manage your expectation very well. So as a creator account manager, you are the frontliner for both camps. It's tough, but it's fun and fulfilling at the same time. And last, I've learned that it's all about relationships. Relationships. So I'd like to tell the story about we experienced an event, a life-changing event in the Philippines that we thought to ourselves that, my creators will back out. You know, it is like when you are in the trial times, your friends started to disappear. And for me as a creator account manager, I was so attached to the project. And then I fear that they will, leave me. But what happened is that my relationship with them, I did realize that maybe I'm good in a way because they stayed. These creators started calling me. I thought they will back out. And they were calling me and saying that, hey, we want to help you. We'll stay with you. We believe in you. And now the most challenging time for us, is done. They're still with us, and they are our frontliners too for NAS Academy. So it's all about relationships. How you foster that relationship with your creator is very, very important. You can be good at emailing. You can be good in building slides. But at the end of the day, it is the relationship that matters. If they trust you, they will be with you. If you consider them as a friend, they will consider you as a friend. And for me, that is the most important thing. And I started to genuinely care. During the downtime, what I did to keep that connection is that every time that I see an article that is very relevant to them, I share it with them. Like, I check on them. greet them on birthdays. So I tried the extra service just so that they would feel that, oh, Nats loves us, right? They care for me. So yeah, that's how I kept the relationship. And I'm ending this this talk by go and find your beast. And good luck and thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Questions? Anyone from the group?
Yes.
No one?
Everybody wants that question.
Yes.
Okay, anyone from the group who would love to ask questions? Okay.
Yeah, I just wouldn't need to.
Introduce yourself.
Do you think that it's just because you made it look so like it's very difficult to work with creators, and you're right, it's an emotional roller coaster. But these are the media creators. These are the I'm in front of the camera creators. Have you had experience working with I'm behind the camera creators? And how was it like? Because I suspect that it's much easier.
Yeah, thank you so much. Your name again? No, just kidding. Yeah, so before coming to NAS Academy, where work was like being like the name of the station. So definitely I've worked with a lot of creators that is at the backbone of the company, like production people. With them, like sometimes I sit down and talk to them how life is with them. Sometimes it's tough for those people being behind the scenes because I feel that their hands are dirtier as compared to those who are like in the front facing camera. So for me it's easier to work with anyone, whether you are in the front line or in the background, in the back of the scene, if you can relate to them, if you put yourself in their shoes. It is very important to putting yourself in their shoes for you to be able to understand what they're feeling. So that's what I do. So every time that, like as a creator, for example, like if I'm asked to host an event, I try to mingle with other production stuff and ask like how their life's been. So like they started to open up. I don't know, maybe I have something in me that they started to open up about their lives. I guess that's a gift. But yeah, they have their own set of challenges. But for me to be able to work with them, like I have to put myself in their shoes. Asa, thank you.
Hi, that's great talk, by the way. Amazing, great energy. I think we're all related. I have a question. So, when you're dealing with creators, when you're approaching them, what's the strategy you use to make the opportunity seem attractive? Like, because I know because as a wannabe creator myself, some people reach out to me with opportunities, and I'm like, yeah, what is this in for me? How do you make that thing look attractive at the same time? Because like you said, creators are usually busy and whatever.
Yeah.
So what specific strategies you make it attractive?
Okay. For me, I do research. So before I email a creator, I do extensive research. Read any articles out there, watch every videos that they have. I do extensive research because that's how I tailor fit my approach with them. For instance, you have this creator, her name's Catriona Gray. Like, she's a Miss Universe. Like, I only met her once in an interview, and I don't think that she remembers me at all. But I did research. Is this person suitable in the platform? Does she ever want to teach? Like, is she capable of teaching? Next thing is that, oh, okay, tick. And then, who are the right people who can help me get in touch with her? So I can shoot an email, but I have to also search within my network, is there anyone who can help me? So luckily that her manager was a friend of mine for more than a decade. So I talked to the manager before jumping in the call with Catriona. I established what NAS Academy with him. So I sold NAS Academy first to him, and I asked him a series of questions like, where's Catriona's head at right now? What is she looking at right now? Does she want to teach? Has she ever considered it? So I tried to converse with managers. Then I go to the creator. So that's how I do. But it's very important to do research, research, so that you would know how are you going to talk to these creators.
One follow up. Just, do you tell them like you're gonna make a lot of money? Is this something that you
For me, I'm a cheesy girl, to be honest. That's my strategy. I'm so sorry. But I mean, in reality, like you can monetize your knowledge, right? But for me, what I see that sells more in the creators that I talk is leaving a legacy. How do you want people to see you in the future?
Nice.
What is your legacy? Education is something that can be your legacy. I remember in one meeting or maybe stand-up that we had with our boss, Nathalian, he's here. So he mentioned that I want to build a business that will outlast me. So I am using that phrase, and when they hear that, like, yeah, it makes sense.
So
Leaving your legacy.
So
I'm keeping notes, boss. I'm keeping notes.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying content creators are not materialistic?
Tricky, but I mean, for me, when I work with a creator, I'm very hopeful that I'm working with the right one.
Nice.
The right one with the right vision that fits them. It's not just about the money. It's a cherry on the top. But yeah, that's how I do it. More questions?
Yes, we have more questions.
Okay, you next.
Yes, I wanted to know, how do you keep the mental space?
Oh, you took the
No, because like you said, like you genuinely care about like all the creators, which have hundreds and hundreds of prospects. And I watched a video that says you can't have more than 150 friends because your brain is not made for it. So how do you do it? How can you genuinely care for more than 100 people and already have all your families and friends?
Luckily, I don't have 150 yet. But getting there. Okay, how do I keep mental health? Okay, keeping sane. To be honest, I'm still working on it. Because aside from being a creator, account manager, like trying to fish creators for the platform, taking care of them, I'm also a mom in real life. So I have a toddler, so it's tough. But what keeps me sane is that I believe in the vision of the company. So whoever the person there, like I believe in the vision of the company. And also what keeps me happy in doing my job is that every time that I see my child, like I want to be someone that he will be proud of. So maybe that's how like helped me.
And also, I mean, just the follow-ups. Do you have a calendar to follow up with the people? I mean, mental space in the sense, okay, I have to remember this is Catriona's birthday. I have to remember this is her son's this.
Okay, I have an app for that. So it's quite a struggle to keep notes. So I have an app called Notion. It's Notion, Notion. So I keep all the details on Notion. All my meeting notes, all their dates, their backgrounds, everything is in Notion. So that's like a journal for me. Yeah, it's a good app. That's like a Wikipedia and a journal for me. Notion. You? Question?
Hello? Okay, cool. My name is Dosire as well. So,
Desire!
yeah, it's such a coincidence. I'm kidding. No, just mine. Thank you. It was so inspiring, actually. It makes me feel like I'm doing shit work and I want to do your job. But no, joke aside, I want to know. It's kind of like who's been the anxious creator to work with and the most difficult one. And I want to know also.
Oh, you want me to name names?
I don't know if you can. This is a safe place, right? No, I'm kidding. If you want to.
The best creators to work with and like
The most difficult one.
the difficult ones. For me, the best creators to work with are those who are very collaborative. Because to be honest, a ship can't sail with one person in it. It should be a collaboration. The success of their course doesn't rely on NAS Academy or just in the creator. It should be a collaboration. So it's so easy to work with creators that are very collaborative and very open. I appreciate creators that say that I don't like this, but I think this would work. What do you think? Rather than, oh, I like this, or no, right? It should be a collaboration. Any project is a collaboration between an agency and a creator, or like us and a creator. The worst ones, to be honest, are those being unresponsive. It sucks.
Give us names. Who? Who is it?
You wouldn't know even if I say no, sorry. You wouldn't even know who the person was.
Desire?
No, not Nasir. But the thing is that when they become unresponsive, like they could be like faced with a lot of challenges in their life. So I try to understand. Maybe my motherly instinct like works to my advantage for making like at least good in my job. But yeah. So yeah, collaborative ones are the best ones to work with. Last question. They're okay.
2 questions.
Okay, last 2 questions. Can we?
Yes.
Okay, last 2 questions. Let's start off with it.
Thank you. I don't think I have a question as such, but I want to say, good, you stole the show and how. You got all the points bang on. I'm from India and I do what you do. And I'm the only question. It's hard. And the only question I have for you, will you be my best friend?
LinkedIn, let's be friends.
That we can rant about all these problems and try to
Correct.
find solutions for each other.
Thank you so much. Like, I just want to take note. So there's in this company, I wouldn't say that she's my best friend, but she can relate to me. That's Steph. So sometimes I book her time. Sorry, Nasir. But we're working. I book her time for 1 hour. We listen to music while we work. Because we need each other to survive. She's also a creator account manager. And if we have like one language, we have one brain. And I don't know, like my burden is lifted every time that I see her. Because she definitely knows what I'm going through and I definitely know what she's going through. So it's important to have that someone who understands what you're doing to help you thrive. But
Absolutely. When you were talking, I think I could relate to everything that you were saying. And
So
that's
many
why-
me's.
So this was the only question. Be my best friend. That's all.
of course, add me on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Anyway, LinkedIn, that's our new social media. No, WhatsApp too. Alright?
So okay. As I am a creator, and I think I'm a very bad
No, you're
creator.
not.
Like I don't reply to messages, to emails. I don't care. And I hate everyone who try to reach me out, even if it's like a big brand or an embassy or anyway. So I want your advice. Consider me as all of your creators you work with, and I need like a message. How can I handle it? What do you want from me when you contact me? Like
I want to understand, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? Like I've seen some sound bites, but 5 years from now. So this is like a common question in every job interview. How do you see yourself 5 years from now? Sometimes I don't give an answer. Because for me, like 5 years from now, I'll be wherever I am, to be honest. But for you, I feel that people should start treating like, sorry, but there are a lot of people that they don't treat content creation like, seriously. But for me, I would ask it, what is your plan for the next 5 years? How are you going to build your brand? How are you going to position yourself in the society? How do you want to be different? So once that you tell me like what are your plans, that's the time you start collaborating and explore things. Like you can be an educator, or maybe this is something that is not for you right now, maybe in the future. But yeah, like I try to become friends to those people who are very confused, like I don't know what to teach. Like I'm used to what I'm doing, to be honest. So I try to understand where their heads at right now and ask them the question like, how do you see yourself 5 years from now? How do you want to build your brand?
so I think you mean I need to have my own
Plan?
plan, then I can redirect or direct whatever who connect.
You know, having a 5-year plan, I feel like it doesn't come overnight.
It doesn't know.
It will be like a spark.
Yeah.
I'll treat you in a coffee and let's talk.
Yes.
Because they're looking at our watch and they say like, there's a next speech. But thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.